Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. I have a raspberry tea. Ooh, and it's so delicious. Refreshing. I got a haircut today, and it was so nice. It was actually the first time I've ever had a haircut where the hairdresser just didn't try to rip my hair out. I've always had very long hair, and even when I get it cut, I only get it cut up to my shoulder, so that it's still pretty long. But however, whenever I have long hair, sometimes an issue is I'll get knots in it because I also have very thick hair. It's very hard, and I've never been able to find a good comb or brush that could survive it. However, I went to Sports Clips, and not only did the lady not rip my hair out when she was brushing it out, she was actually able to brush out the knots without ripping my head back, which was amazing. I also got a warm towel on my face as she was washing my hair. I didn't even expect. I literally went in. I was thinking, oh, I'll just get hair trim, get in, get out. She said, oh, no, let's go wash your hair. So I got my hair washed, hot towel treatment. I was able to watch the football game while I was getting my hair washed. I was watching the Packers and the Bears. There was a play where I don't know the players' names, but they had, like, the Bears player jumped up, smacked the ball out of the end zone. The Packer caught it and rolled in, and I don't know if it counted or not because they had to leave. But I think they may have counted it. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, I don't really have an idea for a build today, but I am using the Void Strike Staff and a dueling sword. Once again, this is not the best dueling sword you can get. I'm just too lazy to make a new one. And for the talents, well, we're just going to figure it out along the way here. I think obviously got to take Warp Expenditure. This is just too good. Generate Peril, get Toughness back. Come on now. Battle Meditation, that one's too good as well. Quietude for, Toughness Generation. Come on, you get Toughness 4 and Toughness for getting rid of. Come on. Some Toughness on Warp Kill. Perilous Combustion. I think we're going to go Brain Burst, but we're going to go Brain Burst with Kinetic Flare. We're not really going to be using this. This is just to improve our weapon. Yeah, no. And then we're going to go Peril. We're going to go, obviously got to go Wildfire. No, I don't feel, Psychonetics are, we'll see if we take it. Well, depends, where am I going here? Damage against elite enemies. Crit chance to, feel like we go cooldown here. Cooldown just seems good. Kinetic Presence is good. But I just feel like Seer's Presence might be a bit better. We're going to take one with the Warp. We're going to go Peril Resistance. And now the question is, do we get... yeah, no, we have Wildfire. We'll go Venting Shriek, Becalming, and Creeping Flames. You could easily go Telekine Dome here. But I want to go Venting Shriek. Now... I think we do, in fact, go down to the Warp Charge one. Disrupt Destiny, I don't see it as being super useful for us. And then we're going to go, but first we're going to get Warp Rider. Do we want Kinetic Deflection? I don't think we'll need it. Going to go down, get that, and then we're going to go Trail Generation Reduction, 30%. I think get 30% for getting a Warp Charge. All base damage per warp. Killing enemy with Soul Blaze. And then we'll obviously take up to 6 warp charges there. And that is the build there. And that's enough yapping for me. Let's get into a game, shall we? Alrighty. And we're in. I feel like I'm the odd one out here. I don't know. They all got knives and sharp weapons. I suppose I also have a sharp weapon, but I'm also very small.
Looks like our heretic friends
Alrighty.
disabled the cooling system at manufacturing HL 1736.
You know, I don't know if I mentioned this before. I don't understand the Stanley Cup fad. Why do some people own like five or more? Like, Stanley Cup promotes itself as a cup that lasts forever. I don't see, I think for those cups, if you own more than 2 as a single individual, I think it's a waste of money. 2 is like my upper limit as well. You get 1 for everyday use, and you have the 2 as a backup. If the first one gets dirty, maybe you put an untraditional drink in there, or you know, it gets lost, or you need or breaks or something, you know. And then you have the second one to be like, oh, good thing I have my second one. Like, I've been using the same water bottle for 3 years now. You know, it's all dented up, banged up, but it keeps my water cold, so who do I care? You know? I mean, but hey, who am I to judge, right? If they have the money and they want to collect Stanley Cups, go right ahead. Doesn't stop me none. Alrighty. But it's, I mean, I say this about a lot of, like, collection things that you aren't making a game for. Like, I collect Warhammer minis, but I can also play Warhammer with them, and it's fun to paint them and stuff. But then again, how different is it really from... I'm so slow. They're all so fast. I'm so far behind. Hello? Welcome to another swap there. Nice. I call this the J Easy build. I was never book smart. But really, at the end of the day, they're spending 40 bucks on a cup. I'm spending 60 bucks on some plastic Space Marines. Maybe they've got it all figured out, and I'm the hater. I missed? Fascinating. Boom. I'm recording, right? Cool. Big old venting shriek. Nice. Big booms. Got some soulfire kills as well. Oh nice, I got the sniper. Woo. Boom. 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 Just shoot at bonkly. Got him. Nice. So far, this build is doing its job. That is a lot of news. Why did he jump up there if he was just going to jump down? Fascinating. So, Magic the Gathering apparently used some AI, or at least found AI in their arts, more likely using it, and then realized that people didn't like it. And they made an apology for that. NVIDIA announced an AI thing. Wacom ended up finding out that they Wacom, a drawing tablet company, ironically enough, used AI art to promote their new tablet or whatever. And I believe a partner with him departnered because of that, which is pretty funny. And what else? What else has AI tried to ruin lately, other than everything? Oh, there was a post on Twitter from an account called Historic Vids, and the thing, it posts a bunch of videos that get reposted by like 3 other accounts, you know, every 2 seconds, right? And it was talking about how a certain language sound, like, it was talking about how, I can't remember the language, like Kazakhstan or something. So it was a language, how a language sounds like a diesel engine starting up, apparently. You probably know what the image I'm talking about just from that, or the video I'm talking about from that description. However, oh, you can get over there. The video had no sound in the video. No subtitles, no sound. Video, fundamentally, not real. Now, it had over 20,000 likes and like more than 1,000 reposts. Dead internet theory has never been more true than it is right now. Which is well and truly unfortunate. Like, I mean, Twitter as a website has just been cooked from beyond belief, and anyone who thinks that Elon Musk is running Twitter good at all is just they've completely just, there's no saving them. They've lost the plot.
It is discomforting to think of the number of souls him on Terra must consume every day. Watch out! Gunner! Fight that shield! Here's the gunner!
Come on, Sean. Ah, fire bad. Fire bad. Don't like fire bad. Got him. Trapper exploded. Nice. What else? Oh, there was some more discussion of female Space Marines on Twitter today, as always. And it's not even that, it's just it could be on a completely unrelated female Space Marine post, or not female, unrelated post, and what I refer to as Chud Hammer, or the gatekeepers will somehow bring it up because certain people live in their head rent-free. And it's, you know, it's just the discussion of the topic can't even be mentioned anymore, because even if you talk to it like between friends, right, on or mutuals on freaking Twitter, these, you know, parasites will show up and just be homophobic, racist, transphobic, you know, the list. Enough because people say, oh, everyone you don't like is this, that, the other. I'm like, well, yes, that's true. I don't like those people, but also, they just are. Like, you know, if the shoe fits, they're wearing it, you know? Yeah. Like, and it was like, it's so strange whenever like some of these people try to be like redeemable and be like, oh, you know, be respectful to blah blah blah, and I'm being respectful, and their bio is literally just a bunch of slurs. And I'm like, oh, okay, and that's not me making someone up. That was a real person. And I was like, this person just has literally the gay flag crossed out in their name. Fascinating. But you know, Twitter is not the Twitter's not real life, obviously, right? Everything looks worse on Twitter because most people who use Twitter in that way to actually like have long form discussions are not normal. Even like the wokies. Like, one must not forget the existence of the blessed normie. And here's my, since I mentioned it, time to mention my completely based opinion on female Space Marines. My based in epic. I exploded. That's my based in epic opinion. My based in epic opinion on female Space Marines is that they'd be neat. You know, if they get added, cool. I'll buy some. If they don't get added, I won't buy some because they won't be added. My day doesn't change. I'll just buy other Space Marines, you know? It is what it is. You know. Well, that game went poorly. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, and we're in. Anyway, to continue my completely base take on female Space Marines is that they'd be cool. I'd be at it. And obviously the retort is, oh, well, what about Misters of Battle? I'm like, one, fine, cool. If you want to change the lore of the Sisters of Battle to include male figures in the army, I mean, sure. Although I think their lore reason is a lot more legitimate than the only male Space Marines, simply because they're a legal loophole, and I find that quite humorous. Now you may be saying, oh, but the Emperor's gene suit doesn't work on women. I'm like, you're right. I'm not saying change the old lore. The firstborns don't need to be females. If I were James Workshop, if I were Mr. Workshop himself, I would simply say, Call got bored, wanted to see if he could edit the gene seed further, and he ended up making female Space Marines. Bada bing, bada boom. Primaris 2.0. Simple as. And they can either be added to the Firstborn Legions. The first chapters, like female Ultramarine or female Space Wolf, or they won't. Simple as. Paint them how you want. Or they could just say, like, oh, yeah, I mean, they could have, like, no female Ultramarines, but they could be like, oh, the Daughters of Ultramar. You know, simple as. I mean, if GW ever thinks female Space Marines will make them money again, they'll add them, right? That's them's the beans. Although, really, would female Space Marines even earn them more money? Because at the end of the day, it's just more Space Marines, right? Space Marines in general make them money. So whether they're female or not doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, it's a few gunners down there. Yeah, flag. Hey, bomber no bombing. Woo, got him. Well, I had a cough sneak up on me there. Oh, nice brain burst. No, I am the speed.
It is prudent to galvanize ourselves.
Woo. Now what I'm excited for is the Night Lord's kill team. That shit needs to drop immediately, post haste, with voluptuous speed and brutality. Man, I wish I listened to that conversation. I was too busy talking my dumb ass. No one wants to hear my dumb ass, they want to hear the Darktide interactions. And honestly, I'm alongside them. Alrighty. Oh, but I did see a... So, with this whole, like, female Space Marine thing, these people are obviously like, oh, the wokes ruined Star Wars. The wokes ruined this, that, the other. No, the wokeness didn't ruin Star Wars. Star Wars had 2 bad movies. Get over it. You'll live. I mean, one could argue the prequels are also pretty bad. Same thing will happen with the new ones. They'll find merit in them. I mean, do I like the new trilogy? I mean, I like the first one. Force Awakens was, I think, genuinely really good. I think we could have done more with Finn's character. It feels like he kind of got sidelined a little bit, which is a shame. Because Rey's character is kind of bland, and obviously it got worse because the whole having 2 different directors for Last Jedi and Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker, right? You know, that doesn't help. But also, like, that Palpatine story was, meh. I feel like Snoke wasn't that interesting of a villain. Kylo Ren was kind of cool. Man, his story arc was pretty bad. I feel like it could have been better. I feel like I could have probably written a better Star Wars movie than that, to be honest. And I'm not even big on Star Wars. And also, can we get Star Wars media that doesn't revolve around Skywalker, please? I know we have some good shows, but can we get a movie? You know, give us another Rogue One. I don't want to see Skywalker again. Darth Vader, I'll accept, but I don't want to. Even that. Just give me. Actually, this thing pierces. I didn't know that. Give me Glorpo Shido, the movie. You know, I don't know. I missed interactions again because my dumbass was talking about Star Wars, man. Alright, Wokeness really did ruin Star Wars. Can that guy shoot me through that? Oh, I guess not. Yeah, no, Star Wars had 2 bad movies. I'm sure the books are still fine. Did they even put out new Star Wars books? I assume they do. Like, it's like a money printing thing, right? Book. People love book. They're also saying like wokeness ruined D&D. No, wokeness didn't ruin D&D. Wizards of the Coast, if anything, have ruined D&D. I don't even know if D&D is ruined. Alright? It's like, I think the thing that people are mad about is they removed, or they didn't remove it, but they changed how half races work, or something. TLDR, it's like, if you're a half elf, half orc, you get like +1 to charisma, +1 to whatever, right? You get 1-to-1 to these. Now they changed it so you can take some traits of like, you can still be a half elf, half orc thing, but then you can choose traits from the races, so you can like essentially customize it a little more or something, from what I understand. Yeah, it just seems like it's blowing out of proportion. Also, fun fact about D&D, this also applies to Warhammer, you don't have to play with the new rules. There's people who still play 3.5. You know? There's still people who play 7th edition. There's people who play 1st and 2nd edition Warhammer. Like, you don't have to do, you don't... Oh, there's a Grimmy. That's why I'm getting slurped up. The rot consumes! You know? Like, anyone who uses the word woke, or like woke or wokeoids or any, like, unironically, is usually just has lost the plot in some way. Like, don't get me wrong, I think there are times where it goes a little overboard. With the quote-unquote wokeness, but at the same... Excuse you, I was so far away, I just got smacked up. And that's what I get for talking about woke. There are times where I'm like, okay, we're getting a little crazy here. Like, I think a big example of, which it wasn't, at the end of the day, it wasn't even that weird. Well, it was weird, but I don't know how, like, necessarily, quote-unquote, bad it was the, was he, oh no, I thought he was smacking him with the bolter. Was the, I don't know if you remember in Overwatch 1, they essentially had a diversity chart, for their characters, which on the surface sounds hilarious. But TLDR is like, oh, you know, like Zarya, for example. I can't remember the chart. It was like ethnicity, sexuality. Sorry. That's a Plague Ogre and a Beast Immortal? What the f... I don't think I've ever had 2 monstrosities on top of each other before. In a normal. This isn't an arc. There's no modifier. This is low intensity too, by the way. Insane. Technically 3 because there's a demon house, but she's not active. You know, and that thing, they got rid of that thing pretty quick from what I understand, so it wasn't even really like thing. Also, it's like, who cares? Overwatch Overwatch, like, part of its identity as a game is that it's got a wide, diverse cast of characters. If they're gonna have some way to measure it, fine. But obviously, you know, Blizzard having that and then Blizzard being Blizzard is a bit, you know, fascinating. Or at least at the time, obviously, there's a lot of nonsense going on. At least Bobby Kodak's gone. So, you know, silver linings. Like, if you want to know how unserious people who say woke or wokeoid are, I saw someone on a post about, talking about female. It was a post about some guy using an AI-generated image of a space marine writing on paper to be like, reply under this for my woke archives, or like my wokeoid archives. And someone put a screenshot of the someone, literally a harmless interaction between an artist and a not a commissioner, artist and a person on Twitter. It was an artist by the name of Mixix-chan, M-I-X-U-E-X-C-H-A-N, I think. Where they had their custom sister order, the Order of the Iridescent Heart, which is a magical girl inspired Sisters of Battle Ordo, and that gets enough flack as it is. But also, someone was playing, it was like, oh, are these, you know, a harmless interaction, like, oh, do these sisters support trans rights? And the artist replied 100%. And under that, it was like, oh man, these sisters, it was like, these woke, big pharma wokeoid fan ordos or fan chapters won't survive a day in the game. Like, if you're saying big woke, big pharma, and talking about fucking Warhammer, you should just, I don't know, seek therapy, go outside or something. Holy moly! Not to mention the rampant transphobia in that post, saying shit like, "Oh, the sisters would kill trans people because they're Slaaneshi demons." You know, the same fucking thing over and over again. Get a new joke, you know? I get that joke plenty of, that quote unquote yoke, plenty of times underneath my post because I have a female avatar. It's like, get the heavy flamer, it's a Slaanesh demon. But one, you clearly don't even engage with Slaanesh, because if you think all she is just being just a sex-based god, you're insane. Yes, she is called the Prince of Pleasure, and she, you know, the she who thirsts. But that's not all she's about. She's about, like, eating your fill until your gut literally explodes. She's about filling your pockets until you drown under the weight of gold. You know, she's about, like, you know, excess. You know, yes, self-pleasure or carnal pleasure is included in that, but that is not all she does. That's like saying Nurgle's only for snivels, you know? Like, no, Nurgle's not only for snivels. He's also representing the cycle of life and death, rot and decay. Good that guy. You know. Like, honestly, the most, out of all four of the Chaos Gods, Khorne is the most, you know, not, I don't want to say single-minded, but, you know, homie only cares about, like, 3 things, tops. Like, and it's blood, skulls, and war. Obviously, every Chaos God has layers to them, right? The warp is not just negative energy, it's just that there's a lot of negative energy making the warp the way it is. Also, if we're gonna... Yeah, no, I won't. That point I was gonna make was bland, and I decided it's bad. I was gonna make a Zinch joke, but, you know, it wouldn't have been funny. Whew. Dog? Doggy? There he is. Doggy? Off with the head. Got him. Ooh, what if that's... is it safe here? That trapper did a 360. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. No. Warp use sanctioned. Hey. Oh, Final Fantasy got some. Final Fantasy 14 got some updates. I think it's got not a new race, but it's a. I think a previously gender-locked race is no longer gender-locked, from what I can see. They got some new classes. The one was the only one I remember the name of. I'm not a Final Fantasy player. Sorry. Was Pictomancer. And it was just, I don't remember that because it was funny because I saw a meme that says, my DPS is an NSFW artist and they can draw me doinking your mom. And I thought that was funny. I like the idea of Final Fantasy 14, but I don't like the thought of playing all that all that MMO. Respectfully. Shout out to the people that do though. This shit's crazy. They also did a graphical update. They fixed one of the biggest highlights of that I saw is that they fixed lighting on characters with dark skin. Yoshi P himself says, yeah, some of our characters with darker skin don't always look the best under certain types of light, so we aim to fix that or improve it as best as possible. I thought, that's incredibly based, okay, first of all. Because Final Fantasy 14 is very much a fashion game as well. XXX, Avengers, plus sign, and circle with the pin. I could barely see that aspects. The fire was so bright. The piss flavor. Oh, my back. Stab. Button.
The cryonic rods are waiting for you at the base of the Matrix fire. Move with a purpose.
Alright. Oh, release me. Not that way, preferably, but you know. Oh, I didn't fall. Thought I fell for a second. I didn't. Excuse me, pardon me. Rager exploded. Ooh. Explode. Is there a spooky lady over there?
As do I. But I fear that day lies far in the future.
Then we must strive all the harder to hasten its arrival.
Indeed we must. Let the heretics beware.
Exploded. There's a demon there, so I gotta be careful with the explodies. Ooh, plastic. How much plastic? 640 on the low intensity? Sign me up. Where is she? Oh, no. Oh. I thought I felt it. We're good. Sounds like someone who doesn't get showy with their kills. nothing in here. Okay, can't shoot through the floor. If I could shoot through the floor, I was about to find out the hard way. I was gonna drop.
Let it dream!
The whole
Round is gone.
Holy moly. Shouting at an angle so we don't tick her off. Ooh, I really want that plasteel though. Got it.
A grenade! A gift from the beneficent. It pleases me to see you uphold the Lexatoma so vigorously. Perhaps we are alike after all.
I merely smited the heretic at all opportunities. The Lex have nothing to do with it.
Ah, but just as a soul might serve the Emperor unknowingly, so too might it uphold his holy law, yes?
There is truth in my words. I will consider the matter. And the possibility of kinship.
Yay, friendship. Every time a dog launches, I get a clip of it for the next dog launching compilation. Now he's in a billion million pieces. Hello, my pretty. Oh, I smell you, you trapper. Come on, son.
Fight that trapper!
Did I make it? Nope. Fuck. Fridge.
Heavy load!
I wanted to get the cheese, but unfortunately I didn't get air. Now, I probably should use my brain burst at least once, and that's the perfect target right there.
Fire is down! As furious as expected!
Major wasn't aggroed on me.
You are tired!
Such power!
Damn it. Hey, geez, leave me alone.
For its victims. Requesting cover now!
Ooh. Do a big old shout over there. Let's help out.
Covering fire now!
Our weaklings break these cover.
That hurts my feelings. Oh, imagine if I slunk through that like a sneaky boy.
Hostile
So slippery, covered in Vaseline. I feel like I should be able to shout while carrying stuff.
nearly! Fury does not a victim make. A fitting end to the foul
Prediction?
rager.
Oh, I just dialed back. Big blast.
Put him in, no choice!
Jokes. Nice. Oh. No. No. down.
Covering fire!
Freak needs supporting fire!
For the emergency, call and release.
You know, it hurts my feelings when you call me Freak. And not Freak on a Leash. Oh, no, that's not corn. Is Freak on a Leash even corn, or is that Slipknot? Well, I made someone very angry.
Make use of this healing, Guardian!
That's okay. I hope they forgive me.
Glorious! That's what you said!
Yes! Yes! Flow through me!
Pardon me while I one-hand my phone here to find out who's saying Freak on a Leash.
A purge thee!
It was corn. I was right the first time. I always am.
Good work. Extraction authorized.
Never been wrong a day in my life. Nice.
Sufficient unto the day is the deed.
Meow.
Time for us to leave.
Glad to see you come through. Seems I did the best.
Blast. Nice. Oh, there's floating candles right there. Oh, alrighty. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother. But you better brush your teeth. Now have a good one. Bye-bye.